All right, everybody, what is going on? It's been a few days since I've done a video, but I had a little bit of time. I'm not at work until midnight. It's only 11 o'clock right now, so I had some time, guys, to do a video here for STR CABBA. Here he is. He just got his EZA over here on Global, finally. So what we can do is we finally have, like, Global right now has the best lineup Universe 6 has ever had. So I'm just gonna do like a video here going over CABBA because I do think he is the best. He is the best character here out of the bunch of all the EZAs. You know, I do think he sits supreme above all the others, mainly because he has a really good super attack effect. Attack and defense 50% for 9 turns is very powerful. And then second of all, he's a Saiyan. A lot of these 50% supports, we have like Pan. Pan is a hybrid Saiyan, but Pan is... she's not like Gohan, Goten, or Trunks, right? You guys know what I mean by that. Then you have like Rildo and second form Cell and Hit. Hit is actually okay, but again, he's kind of just locked to Universal Survival Saga setups. Who else? Gohan, Boo. Boo's really only good on Boo teams. The physical Gohan is okay, like as far as like who he is. You know, he's a teen Gohan. The issue with him is that he sucks, because the super attack effect isn't good. So this CABBA is like the jewel, the crown jewel. If you guys get him from the type banners, you've gotten a very powerful unit. And I'm going to keep rambling here for a couple of minutes, so if I'm annoying you, please skip forward in the video. You know, you can just double tap your screen these days, or if you're on PC, you can just use the arrow keys, tap ahead. But the 50% type support banners are up right now, and they are 30 stones on your first 2 summons on each banner, and they are guaranteed to drop one of the 2 type supports on those first 2 summons on each banner. So if you've got 30 stones to spare, you got a 50-50 to get CABBA or Hit, and both of them are honestly pretty good. The only reason I like CABBA better than Hit is because CABBA here... is a Saiyan, right? He has more setups. If we go ahead and look at his teams here, you know, he doesn't have that many, but, you know, Universal Survival Saga, Pure Saiyans, Universe 6, Super Saiyans, Bond and Master and Disciple, Exploding Rage, Defenders of Justice, and Tournament Participants. These are, like, all semi-relevant teams. Like, all these teams are relevant generally pretty often. Even Exploding Rage, like, that doesn't sound like it would be, but Exploding Rage gets more buffs than you would probably realize that it does. Anyway, but, so yeah, this is him. I do have a full, like, 21 additional on him, 5 dodge, and then 6 5 crit, and then 6 dodge. I didn't really change his build-up much from whenever he was already, I think I had him at, I can't remember if he was 55 or 69%. He might have been 55% this entire time. But whenever I rainbowed him, I threw this gold on here, just to get him some more additional is what I did with that, so... I could probably change this out, but for the showcase, it's going to be fine. So anyway, let's go ahead and start taking a look at him here. The main characters that he's going to be buffing are all on the next rotation. Our entire second rotation is all the characters that CABBA is going to buff. So, it's going to be a little bit weird for the showcase, but I actually am going to float him here. But it is fine because it means we're going to be getting King Vegeta's support. Well, maybe... Anyway, we get 7 orbs here for CABBA. We're not going to be able to see his defense, but it's going to go up quite a bit. And then remember that it is going to stack, and it will carry over onto that next rotation. So we'll get this turn right here, and then I will cut and come back once we have CABBA next to Kefla. That's going to be my main rotation for this portion of like the Omega showcase right here. So anyway, for those of you who were just skipping to this point, hello. You didn't miss much. I was just talking about the type banners and how I do think that they are worth summoning on, and how throwing 30 stones at the STR one could give you a 50-50 shot at getting CABBA or Hit, and, you know, honestly, either of them are good. Just to keep talking about that a little bit now that the turn is actually playing. The type support banners are really good, even for free-to-play players. Again, first of all, because you're guaranteed a good unit. 30 stones, you're guaranteed one of the type supports, and you're going to have like a battle... Like, I know it's kind of a joke to call a unit a battlefield killer, but I know that there's a lot of you out there who are like, oh man, my extreme tech lineup just is never good. Well, you get that second form Cell, and suddenly you have a leader, right? Oh, by the way, CABBA double supering is really good. That's going to kind of help make up for him floating and missing a rotation, essentially. So, but let me just get this thought out while I'm thinking about it. Oh crap, no, but I already... Now the thought is escaping me. What was I saying? I was saying you get the 50% type support unit. So first of all, they're a leader unit, right? You get their EZA done, and they're 150% leader. So that's good. Second of all, they do support your other extreme tech units, and then they also orb change, which really helps the cohesion of the team. So, you know, even getting someone like Physical Gohan, who maybe I'm not the hugest fan of, if you have a really weak super physical setup, that's going to be something that really benefits you as a player. So, you know, maybe consider looking at your lineups, go, okay, which lineup is always getting me killed in Battlefield, and maybe consider summoning for these. A few of the characters at 55% aren't going to be the most helpful in the world. Int Vegeta comes to mind, but even Int Vegeta does have a stun, and occasionally stunning can be useful in Battlefield, so, you know, there is value there. So, anyway, I'm going to cut right here. We'll come back whenever CABBA is on rotation. Alright, so we have the good rotation that I want now with, you know, Kefla, Super Vegeta, all that good stuff. So, where was I with talking about CABBA here? So, Mr. Cabbage Man right here, you know, we got a decent chunk of links active right here. A nice one that we have with Vegeta is Saiyan Pride. It's not good for defense, but it does make everybody hit a little bit harder. So, you know, back in the day, even though they don't share that many links, this was always like, whenever Kefla first dropped, this was such a juicer rotation, right? Who was there? You know, who remembers the good days? So, unfortunately, we didn't lose quite enough health to get this guy's special ability. Kind of one of the really good things that they gave these 50% type support units, if we look right here. Changes all key spheres to their typing when HP is 50% or less, and there are 2 or more superclass allies on the team. So this is going to change. This is one of the things, like, all these units have pretty much the exact same kit. The only thing that's different about them is their super attack effect and leader skills. But I mean, the leader skills are the same as the passive. Just the typings and the typings and the class change on everything. So, yeah, the only thing that really differentiates them, I guess, is the super tech effect and the links in categories. Those are the things that are different between all of them. And then I guess stats are a little bit different. Ooh, I didn't even realize it was at 19,600 HP. That's pretty good. But anyway, so, but they all give, right, their typing, key 3, 10% to stats, and then they give an additional 50% to the super of that typing. The class of that typing. So whatever class they are and typing they are, they give the additional 50% to stats too. They create their own key spheres. They get 50% attack and defense per any key sphere obtained. They get an additional 20% and 10% chance to crit per their key sphere. So that's obviously very good. And then, like I said, they have this healing ability, and then they guard for 4 turns. So that's 2 rotations, even if you float them. From their entry turn if there are 3 or more of their typing allies on the team. So this was a really easy setup for me to put 3 other STR typings on the team. So CABBA is guarding here for the first 4 turns. So right now he is guarding. So let's go ahead. It doesn't look like we got great orb RNG, but let me go ahead and grab these with Kefla and just kind of see how they fall. She should be fine in slot 1. So we're only going to be able to get 4 orbs right here, but remember that he did double super, and that each of these orbs is going to give us a total of 70% attack and defense. So that's going to give us 280% to stats at the start of turn. And we do have a decent defense stat, and then we have 2 stacks. So we should get up to a high enough stat to be able to at least tank these normals with our guard active. So let's go ahead and see. And you saw we get a little bit of healing right there. So yeah, we're at 581k defense right here before we super attack. Again, that is pretty good. Since we got 2 super attacks last turn, our defense is essentially being doubled what it is at the start of turn. So if we take 581, 488, let me actually go ahead and show this too. So this is our start of turn defense right here, and this includes the 2 stacks that we got on the last rotation that we were on. So if we divide out those 2 stacks, you would divide it in 2 because 100%, right, doubles. 50 plus 50 is 100%, so whatever our start of turn defense was, it's being doubled from that 100% buff. So if we divide it by 2, that gets rid of the 100% buff. So if we didn't have any stacks right here, we would be at 297.44. Let's say, well, let's just do 1 super attack and see where we'll be at, since these guys don't have built-in additionals. So then to get back up to what our defense would be after we super attack, we multiply by 2.5. Again, that's because we'll have 3 instances of this stack up. So that's 50 plus 50 plus 50 is 150%. In order to kind of turn that into a workable number to multiply by, that includes this 297.44. We multiply by 2.5, so we add the 1. I've gone over that in other videos. So we're going to be at 726k defense here with guard after we super attack once. If we super attack twice on this turn, then we would multiply by 3, and we'll be at 872k with our stacks up. So not too bad, considering there's no other support here, and we only got 4 orbs. Remember, that's another kicker right here. So we were only able to get 4 orbs. So, you know, that's not too bad. That's kind of like a pretty minimal situation. I would say most of the time it's going to be pretty common. That's some crazy RNG. The 70% dodge chance failed, but the 6% kicked in. Yeah, there we go. Thank you, Kefla. UI Kefla, please. I remember that I don't have any additional dodge on my Kefla, so any dodge she gets is purely from her chance to dodge in her passive. So just something to keep in mind right here. Another thing to keep in mind is that her attack stats right now are being juiced up a little bit by CABBA, which is really good, Mr. Cabbage. What if I just called him Cabbage? How would you guys feel about that? You know, Truth calls him CABBA because that's what they call it in the dub. I don't hear him saying Karirin. You know, I don't hear him saying that. I don't hear him saying Karirin, you know, and then he says Makankin Sampo, you know, like instead of Makanko Sapo, you know, like I don't know. What's up with him? What's up with him saying that? I'm just saying he likes to get on and on about him saying Kabe. And then, you know, the moment you ask him to say Karirin, he can't do it. So I'm just saying, you know, he picks and choose. You guys get it. You guys get it. Anyway, we'll be back again with another rotation of cabbage. All right, we died because I wasn't able to get King Vegeta his orbs, and we got blasted by AoEs. So, my bad. But we have a good rotation here for CABBA. So let's go ahead and do this. Let's grab these, because that should free up the STR orbs a little bit. Yeah, there we go. All right, so turn 1 right here, we are getting support from King Vegeta, I believe. So we're at 360k at the start of turn right here with no stacks. So that is pretty good. Essentially, every super attack that we're doing is going to be giving us 50% of this on this turn. So after one super attack, we're going to be at 540k defense with guards. So pretty good. There's King Vegeta's a little bit of extra, like, whatever he gets. What is it, damage reduction that he gets with those orbs? I can't remember. I think he gets like 30% damage reduction with those orbs, which I couldn't get those last turn, and that's kind of why we got blasted. King Vegeta is susceptible to AoEs, but I found that typically he can survive them as long as you get that damage reduction. But because we couldn't get that last turn, it kind of blasted me. So anyway, CABBA's up here at a 5.5 million attack stat, 5.6 really, almost. Again, that's the lowest he's going to be, and we got the double super again. That's really good. You know, at some point, right, you know, these guys just got their EZAs. Here in about like 4 years or something, they're going to get their super EZAs. Now you're like, Jordan, 4 years, that's crazy. I think the last time these banners were on Global was like 4 years ago. If I'm not, yeah. Wait, yes. Well, yeah. Yes, hang on. All right, so see the release date right here? 5/15/2020. That's for the Awakened version. If I go to the Unawakened, it was like 2016. Yeah, so 2017, and then they Awaken in 2020, and then they EZA in 2024. So see you guys in 2028, or 2027 maybe, if we're lucky, whenever these guys get their super EZA. I'll be looking for you. You know, those of you in the comments right here, maybe we come back to this video, maybe we rewatch it, and by then I'm on my famous YouTuber's yacht, and, you know, I've invited my first ever, like, members out to my yacht, and we're all partying, reading the comments as a video. You know, we'll see. We'll see. Well, you know, we'll get the YouTube yacht one day, right? No, I'm kidding. Well, maybe. Nah, I'm kidding. I wouldn't buy a yacht. They're, like, I mean, I might, right? Like, that actually is kind of like a pipe dream of mine, is to buy a yacht. That's like, you know, I could say it's like my goal. Like, my goal for starting YouTube was to get a yacht. But, like, not actually. Like, kinda, but not actually, you know? Like, this is just a hobby for me, for the most part. I enjoy doing it, so. But if you guys want to tell all your friends, and have them tell their friends, and then tell their friends, and everybody gets into Dokkan. You know, I'm trying to branch away, but, like, Dokkan content is just easy, and I feel like that's what most of you are here to see. Also, like, making actual videos is really, really hard. It's really hard, and it takes a lot of time. And, like, I feel like in order to grow with how small the channel is, like, I have to appeal to this audience that I've built up. We'll see, you know, you never know. There's a lot of people who start out doing one thing on YouTube, and they end up somewhere else. So. Anyway, Let's go ahead and throw... Can we just throw them in slot 1, probably? I think we can. Hopefully we don't get sealed. We can get 9 orbs right there. That's going to make our defense really high. One nice thing about these guys, by the way, is that because they're nukers, just nukers typically heal better because, like, their start of turn defenses get higher because of just the way stacking and... Anyway, but a good example is, like, that Tech 18 from the Tournament of Power. She stacks up... Well, back in the day, she could kind of stack her defense up a little bit, and then just the way that multiplicative part interacts with how you get orbs and the amount of defense that you get from it and the HP formula, it means that they heal up quite a bit. So actually giving some of these guys, I did give them like the Goku head symbol because it will kind of matter. Anyway, so we're at 1,000,000 defense right here with guard, and we're supporting, and we're going to keep stacking. Like, this is only turn 3 out of 9 in order for us to stack. So let's go ahead. Just don't super me. Don't super me. I mean, this isn't damage. It's just annoying because now we don't get stacks. This Omega just always supers me in slot 1. Like, a turn cannot go by without him bullying me. All right, well, we'll be back. I don't know. Like, this video's already 16 minutes long, and we haven't, like, shown anything. I mean, we have, but we haven't. You know what I mean? This video might end up being, like, an hour. We'll see. The other thing, too, is I'm cutting out some of the stuff going on, so this video has actually been, like, way longer for me than it is for you guys. So just keep that, keep that in mind. All right, let's get a stack this time. Should I throw them in slot 1 again? I mean, we're still going to be at that same defensive level because we didn't get any stacks. We only got 7 orbs this time, so we're a little bit lower, and we're not guarding, but I'm going to risk it. And there goes the cord. All right, come back, please. Thank you. Hang on. Okay, let's grab these. No, these. We'll do that. That way we can group up those AGL orbs a little bit for King Vegeta next turn. Okay, just don't super me immediately. Okay, well, it's fine. Okay, it's fine. Super Vegeta probably KOs right here? Maybe? No. Yay, that's good. That means we get another stack. Okay, I think we got only 1 stack this time. So we're going to be pretty much back where we were the next time I cut, but I don't know. Listen, we'll be right back. Again. All right, we're back again. We're going to throw them in slot 1 again this time because there are 1,000,000 orbs. So 250 right there. We're going to get, what is that? That's at least 100 and... no, that's 600. That's 650% defense that we're getting right here, right? Because, no. 750, right? Because it's 50% per orb and then 20% per type orb, if that's... Yeah. So that rainbow is giving us 50%, and then each of the reds is giving us... an extra 20%, so that's 70% times 10, plus 50% from the rainbow is 750% the stats right here. So that's pretty good. Let's go ahead and do it. We are not guarding anymore, but we're at 1.4 million defense this time, so we should be fine. Let's go ahead and see. Let's find out. Okay, if he supered us immediately again, it would probably hurt a lot, but I think we would at least survive this time. There we go. And then post super attack, we're gonna be really, really fine. I mean, we're getting, like, what, 350k defense from this or something like that? Nice, that's good. Also, we're at, like, a guaranteed crit because you get 5 of your type... No, you have to get 10 of your type orbs, which we did, and that gives you a guaranteed crit, so... Because you get 10% chance to crit per your type orb, so there we go. Oh, we got the domain! That's nifty. Okay. We will be right back. Alright, so we were able to take a little bit of damage last turn with Future Gohan because I didn't use his active skills, so the AoEs kind of shredded us a little bit, but it's a good opportunity to see CABBA's special ability. Boom! There we go. So remember that we're getting 70% defense from each of these orbs, and we're getting 23 orbs. So right now, our defense is at, with no stacks, 300k, right? And we're going to be getting... what is that? 23. If you multiply 23 by 70. Oh, no, hang on. 23 times 70. That's 1,610% defense right here. Plus, we're going to full heal. So let's go and grab those. Let's do that. And boom. Yep, full HP. Oh, now we have Super Vegeta's active skill as well. And we're at 3.3 million defense right there. So that's pretty baller is what that is.
どうやら修行で差がつきすぎてしまったらしいな。俺はスーパーベジータだ。
Okay, so maybe this video won't be an hour after all. Vegeta should be fine. He's still guarding, you know, all that good stuff. Let's grab this. We can get Kefla her orbs. I could have linked, you know, Kefla with, you know, but we get better links because of Saiyan Pride with Vegeta. So as far as an attack stat goes right here, it's actually better to be linked with Vegeta than Kefla. Let's go ahead and see what everybody does. I mean, we're at double digits from everything. I mean, right? Like 3.3 million defense plus a full heal. I mean, this is kind of like their juggernaut turn, right? And this is where CABBA having the, you know, 50% stacks on his super attack makes his juggernaut turn even more potent than many of the other units in the game. So 25 million attack stat guaranteed crit right there. I think Vegeta's going to give us something similar here in just a second. 30 million from Super Vegeta right here. So, you know, Super Vegeta, I'm just saying, that's a pretty similar attack now. Super Vegeta. What do I say about Super Vegeta? Like, he's doing that consistently pretty much the entire fight. But, I mean, I don't know. Is CABBA, is he better? Is he better than Super Vegeta? Probably. Probably he's better than Super Vegeta. Definitely he's better than Super Vegeta. Yeah. Yeah, Super Vegeta is really good. But, like, if we were doing a top 10 EZA's tier list, would CABBA be number 1? Well, or Kefla. Probably be Kefla, right? Probably be Kefla, CABBA, AGL Zamasu's in there somewhere. Maybe the Int Kid Gohan. EZA TURs, I'm thinking. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about that. Where would you rank CABBA among EZA TURs? Because he's really good. Now, I know that 3 million defense isn't, like, consistent, but just the fact that he has that in his kit, and it's pretty easy. I mean, you fall below 50% HP, you get that. So that is really good. He's supporting some really powerful STR characters. He's on a lot of teams. He has a really good link set. I think we've seen all we needed to see. We kind of already did his breakdown. Again, if you guys get this guy, he is very, very good. I do recommend link leveling him because he does have Saiyan lineage, which becomes just way better at link level 10. You get an extra key. So I do recommend that. Reps of Universe 6 is also a good link. Prepared for Battle gets defense. So yeah, I definitely recommend link leveling this guy. If you got this guy from your summons, he is really good. Here's his best linking partners. Again, we've kind of already gone over the breakdown. He does have a farmable super attack, so be sure to do that if you want to save some Kais. Let me know what you guys think. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.